Jordan and Amanda have both done some really beautiful native patterns on there. And so these are like patterns that were passed down from our ancestors or our families that signify, you know, either our family or just being proud to be Indigenous. And so the beads are also like a really important part of our culture where there's different beads that we use. And sometimes now in the modern day, it's a little bit more difficult to find with the prices going up, also the availability. So they're just really important part of our history, and that we use them to make different types of beaded products like medallions. So you'll see like those big flat medallions, beaded earrings like this. I always have to remember which ones I'm wearing. Moccasins, different regalia. So they're used for a lot of different pieces for powwow dancing or just representation. There was 22 people signed up for this class, and everybody got an opportunity to kind of sketch out different patterns that they wanted in there. And some of us are deciding, never mind, because it's just easier to just do solid colors. The Indigenous Roots and Reparation Foundation was founded in 2021, and our acronym is IRRF. An easy way to remember is every day is IRRF Day. And our goal is to reduce barriers for tribal members and descendants to be in community with each other. I was born and raised here in the Wenatchi Valley, and there's not a lot of exposure or acknowledgement that Indigenous peoples are still here. And so this is part of being in community with each other, teaching these crafts that they won't be forgotten. And so it's really important to do that. And this year at Huckleberry Camp, which was in September, we had a lot of different artists attend there. And so these were all Indigenous artists that were teaching how to create buckskin, painting on buckskin for little purses or medallions. We had a lanyard class, which is beading. So it's a different process, but you can make one for like carrying your keys. We had a tea making class. We had a bunch of salmon that was donated. And so we smoked salmon and did that. And so IRRF, this was our goal, was to start hosting more of these classes. And our overall goal for IRRF is to build a community center for all Indigenous peoples to gather, because we don't have that here. And Wenatchi Wear donated the space because, again, finding a space that can hold that amount of people is difficult when there's charges and different things for that. So if we can help reduce those barriers and bringing people together, that's really what it's about. I think it's important to recognize that in 2021, the city of Wenatchee signed a proclamation declaring Indigenous Peoples Day. And then in 2022, the city of East Wenatchee did. And that was something that our board members sent out letters to the city councils requesting that they recognize Indigenous Peoples Day. And so we were able to accomplish that. So those were some pretty big things that we were able to do.